Why is it that the media only ever talks about conspiracy theories when they come from the political right? We all know who Alex Jones is, we've heard of QAnon, we remember the birther accusations against President Obama. With all the reporting on right-wing conspiracy theories, it's easy to see how someone could believe the right has a conspiracy problem. That would be a mistake. Whenever there is a right-wing conspiracy theory, it gets massive coverage from left-leaning media. Meanwhile, when there's a left-wing conspiracy theory, they most often just report it as fact. Just look at the Trump-Russia collusion hoax. Although the Mueller report found no evidence of anyone in the Trump campaign conspiring or coordinating with the Russian government, the mainstream media found itself full of conspiratorial falsehoods. In an interview with MSNBC, Congressman and one-time presidential candidate Eric Swalwell made it very clear that he thought President Trump was compromised.
You're a member of the judiciary. Do you believe the president right now has been an agent of the Russians?
Yes, I think there's more evidence than he is. Yes, and I think all the arrows point in that direction, and I haven't seen a single piece of evidence that he's not.
An agent like in the 1940s where you had people who were Reds, to use an old term, like that. In other words, working for a foreign power.
He's working on behalf of the Russians, yeah.
Jonathan Chait wrote in New York Magazine that Russian agents had been cultivating and compromising Donald Trump as an asset since 1987. MSNBC gave Chait a platform to repeat the absurd claim to a TV audience. He also alleged Trump campaign aide Carter Page had passed documents to Russian spies. Similarly, Lincoln Project co-founder Rick Wilson wrote in the Daily Beast that Carter Page didn't just talk the pro-Russian talk, he threw himself into the eager arms of Russian intelligence operatives. The Department of Justice later revealed that, far from being a Russian asset, Page had willingly helped the CIA obtain information about the Russians. The Washington Post and the New York Times even won a joint Pulitzer Prize for the reporting on the debunked Trump-Russia conspiracy, even though much of that reporting was false. The New York Times published an article brimming with conspiratorial questions Congress should ask subpoenaed Trump campaign members to prove they colluded with Russia. Related debunked conspiracies the media pushed include that Russia Today hacked into and took over C-SPAN, that Russia attacked US diplomats at the Cuban embassy using a sonic microwave weapon, and that Donald Trump Jr. was offered advance access to the WikiLeaks email archive. So-called Russiagate is just one of many left-wing conspiracies. Others include that the Koch brothers control our politics, and that Republicans win elections today because of widespread voter suppression. When the mainstream media reports conspiracy theories, it gives the appearance that they're just regular news. But who does the reporting doesn't change facts. The left is full of conspiracy theorists. The difference is that their mainstream actually believes them. I'm Hayden Ludwig. If you liked this video, read Ken Braun's articles on our website, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.